The first time we're seeing Judge Hannah Dugan outside her courtroom April 18th wearing her black robes, appearing to confront several federal agents there to arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Milwaukee man and Mexican national charged locally with 3 counts of domestic battery. This video, released by Milwaukee County through an open records request, is part of the evidence in the case against Judge Dugan, who's charged with obstructing a federal investigation concealing Flores Ruiz, allowing him to leave her courtroom by a different door after sending the agents to speak to the chief judge. Flores Ruiz, dressed in black with his attorney, is seen in several of the videos leaving by that other door. One prosecutors say was used by jurors and not open to the public.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, I got a pretty good clip for you guys today. Jim Jordan coming in and breaking everything down as far as what's going on with ICE and what's going on with the radical left. Check this out, y'all.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Mikowski, who are all these people in ICE detention facilities that Democrats went on the street? Who are these folks? Are they all just apple pie asylum-seeking folks, or who else might be in there?
Sir, thank you for the question. First and foremost, they're immigration law violators. They violated the basic laws, immigration laws that are codified by Congress. I'll say it again.
So they broke the law?
Yes, sir. That's first and foremost. They're not a United States citizen.
Any of them violent? In addition to breaking the law, any of them violent people inside these detention centers?
Absolutely, sir.
Any of them gang members?
Absolutely, sir.
Any of them members of MS-13?
Absolutely, sir.
Any of them Trendy Aragua gang members?
Again, sir, yes.
So they're not just all warm and fuzzy folks that the Democrats want out on the street, right? They're bad guys. Some of them are bad guys, really bad guys. Now, some of them are just asylum seekers, but some of them are really bad guys. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir, it's fair to say.
Yeah, because you worked in these facilities, is that right?
I've worked in them, sir, yes.
You know them better than anyone in this hearing room. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and before they go to detention, they have to get apprehended somewhere. They have to get arrested or taken into custody by ICE. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You got to get them somewhere. You know, maybe it's on the border, maybe it's somewhere else. But you have to get them before you take them to the ICE detention facility.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, did you ever think that you would see Democrat mayors in all kinds of urban areas around this country and Democrat city councils pass resolutions say, don't work with ICE when they come to apprehend gang members, bad guys, MS-13 violent offenders? Did you ever think you'd see that?
Not here in the United States, sir.
But that's exactly what's happening around the country, isn't it?
Yes, sir. In my home state of New Jersey, that's fact.
Yeah, it's happening everywhere. New Jersey, Denver, Boston, you name it. It's happening. And did you ever think you'd see governors and state legislatures do the same thing and say, you know what, our whole darn state is going to be a sanctuary state. Don't work with ICE when they're coming to enforce the law. Did you ever think you'd see that?
No, sir.
Did you ever think you would see judges in their chambers tell the bad guy, hey, talk to his lawyer, hey, slip out the back door because the ICE agents are coming in the front door to enforce federal law? Did you ever think you'd see that?
No, sir.
And did you ever think you would see what happened last week or 2 weeks ago, I should say, in New Jersey? Did you ever think you'd see members of Congress engage in that kind of behavior?
Sir, after what I witnessed in 2018, yes, in New York City, I didn't put it past anybody, but I find that behavior to be absurd.
Well, in other words, Mr. McCall, it's gotten so bad, nothing surprises you now with what the left's going to do.
Nothing, sir.
I know, and that's where the American people are, and that's why they appreciate what the Trump administration is doing.
It's just getting really crazy out there with this whole immigration thing, right? Well, it's not really immigration. And I make sure and delineate between these two things all the time because the corporate press is constantly conflating immigrants. They always call these guys immigrants. They've even resorted to calling criminal aliens a Maryland man, a Virginian man, as if these people are citizens of the United States, like with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Oh, it's a Maryland father, blah, 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 to make you, this is all manipulation, to make you think that Donald Trump is deporting American citizens. That is insane. When in truth, it's an MS-13 gang member who was probably smuggling humans. Now, there is no hard evidence of this. There is that the body cam footage of that officer pulling Abrego Garcia over and having a van that's been modified to carry more people. And he was carrying a bunch of criminal aliens across the country. So that's proof that he was actually smuggling people. Now, when we say human smuggler, that would imply some sort of organized operation around doing so. Now, once again, that's why we say we can't say for sure if there was an organized operation around doing that, but we can say for sure he was carrying criminal aliens across the country. That is a crime. You cannot do that. But it is insane that Democrats are getting behind the criminals, right? And this is all Trump derangement syndrome, right? If Donald Trump would come out and say, come one, come all, open the borders, you guys come right on in, just like Joe Biden did, I wonder if Democrats would actually get on the side of border security, if they would actually allow for these people to be deported. The violent criminals must go. I am sorry. There is no argument in the world that you can make that would allow for these people to stay in the country. I don't care about their circumstances back home. They're violent criminals, for crying out loud. We need to get rid of them. And these federal judges and Democrats are getting on the side of the violent criminals and saying, no, keep these people here. For what reason? Like, immediately you might think, for what? To keep them in jail? No, they want these people released. As a matter of fact, that's why it's so insane. And that's why they have to lie to you constantly like this.
And it was a flashpoint then. State judges have a duty to ensure the safety of the people who appear before them in court, whether as plaintiffs or defendants or witnesses. Well, today, a whole new level. Today, the FBI arrested a county judge in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. According to the FBI, this judge knew that Trump's immigration agents were outside her courtroom waiting to arrest a man who was before her court. They say she sent the immigration agents away from her hearing room and then escorted the man and his lawyer out of the courtroom through a private exit. For that, the Trump administration has arrested her and charged her with 2 felonies. She herself arrested, brought before a federal court, and then released today on her own recognizance. Her attorney says that the judge intends to defend herself vigorously. He says she looks forward to being exonerated. But if this feels like an insane and reckless escalation from the Trump administration arresting a judge, I will tell you, you are not alone. It sure felt like that to lots of people in Wisconsin today. People who showed up outside the federal courthouse in Milwaukee after the judge was arrested. More than 100 people out there today on no notice on a Friday in the middle of the day to spontaneously show up and protest the arrest of this judge in Milwaukee. Just instant reaction to this bright new line that's been crossed by Trump. It's being treated as a crisis by members of Congress, too. This was Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin today. He said, every American should be deeply troubled by this massive escalation. This is an unmistakable descent further into authoritarian chaos.
So this is what the radical Democrats and the corporate press are trying to propose to you. That it's a massive escalation. It's scary that the Trump administration is arresting criminals. That's what she just said. Because she clearly broke the law. And did you guys know that judge is claiming immunity on that? Same immunity that Donald Trump receives. Same immunity. She's claiming immunity, right? We saw that video clip at the intro of this. That was her. That was the judge escorting a criminal alien out, distracting the ICE agents while letting this criminal alien go free. A guy who mercilessly was beating his wife. Now they say, oh, well, the charges were dropped. Well, we can see why those charges were dropped. Because these activist, insane judges are getting on the side of the criminals. They want to release these people back into the country so they can continue to commit crimes. We've seen this playbook over and over and over again with criminals, homegrown criminals in this country. What they've done, bail reform is how they package it up with a nice little bow. It's bail reform. It's to help out the criminal. It's so they won't commit crimes again. But we know for a fact that when you commit a crime, you're much more likely, if you're just let off scot-free, to commit more crimes because there was no punishment whatsoever for what you just did. Where's the incentive to not do it again? Where is that incentive? If we just allow people to run amok, commit crimes, and then just be let off scot-free, do you think they're just going to go off and be good, upstanding citizens of this United States? That's just with the citizens. Now, put in place of that somebody who is not of this country, has no ties to this country, and is a gang member, criminal. Do you think those people they're never going to offend again? They're just going to go off and sign up, become a citizen, for crying out loud, and just live out the rest of their days in peace. You think that's how this works? Do you think that these gangs that these people are a part of are just going to let these people go? It's a well-known fact that you cannot just quit the gang and walk away from it. Right? Now, sure, some cases there are exceptions. I'll give you that. But in most cases, that is not how that works. You are beholden to that gang. Do you think that if you get caught and you're let go, that they are not going to find you and force you to be part of that gang? Do you think you don't want to be part of the gang anymore? Like, where's the line that we're going to draw? That's what I want to know. Where is the line? If you guys say Donald Trump crossed a red line by arresting a judge that broke the law, where is the line for you guys? That's what I want to know from Democrats. Where, like, can a judge just go murder somebody in the streets? For goodness sakes? Is that the line? I thought the line was breaking the law. I thought that judges, they get put into these positions of power. They are supposed to be the best of us. Oh, they're just humans. No, I'm sorry. That goes well beyond just she made a mistake. That was intentional. She let this guy, once again, who mercilessly beat a woman, off of that charge, dismiss that charge, to let this guy try to escape from ICE so he would not be deported because these people are deranged with Donald Trump. That to me is a line that should have never been crossed. It is not the Trump administration who is the aggressors in this. It is these activist judges. It is the Democrats who don't care about your safety at all. That's what they are showing. That's why the Democrat Party is in utter disarray, chaos right now. They're crumbling, falling apart. They haven't learned their lessons from anything. They haven't looked at the polls clearly. All they care about is Donald Trump's approval rating. And if it goes down, all of a sudden, that's supposedly a massive win for Democrats, and they cheer to the high heavens that Donald Trump's polling numbers went down a couple of points. His approval rating is a little bit low. That's what they care about? Really? This is all just insane to me. I just find it hard to believe that we find ourselves in a position in this country where these Democrats and these judges, she was a Supreme Court, a state Supreme Court justice, for goodness sakes. If we cannot trust the judiciary, the institutions in this country, who do we trust? Who do we trust to uphold the law? That's a question I have for the comments, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new around here and you want more videos like this. Do these all the time. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's all I got on this one. I want to thank everybody for watching. Y'all try to have a good day. Stay legitical. Peace.